Hey there! Today, we're diving into something special. The original Karate Kid movie from way back in 1984 versus the 2024 version. Yep, it's been 40 years since the first one. We're going to take a look at the actors then and now, see how they've changed, and talk about what they're up to these days. Who are your favorite actors from the Karate Kid? Let us know in the comments. So grab some popcorn and let's reminisce about this classic film and its impact over the years. Number 7. Rob Garrison. Garrison began his acting career in 1977, but had modest success before obtaining his breakthrough role as Cobra Kai Bad Kid Tommy in The Karate Kid. He's probably best known for the remark, "Get him a body bag." Garrison followed The Karate Kid with a role in the successful 1986 film Iron Eagle. The journeyman character actor also made appearances in several hit television shows over the years, such as Street Elsewhere, MacGyver, Columbo, and Coach. Although Garrison opted to leave the bright lights of Hollywood sometime in the early 2000s to return to his native home of Wheeling, Duluth, he did make an appearance in the 2011 film The Pledge. Now 59 years old, Garrison continues to reside in West Virginia, where he works as a manager for a food hospitality company. He also continues to seek opportunity as a freelance actor/director, while serving as an active participant in community theater. Number 6. Martin Kove. Martin Kove, known for his tough guy role as the head instructor of Cobra Kai, made a big impact in the original Karate Kid and its sequels. Since then, he's been busy with action-packed roles and even appeared as Kreese on Tosh Zero. In 2021, he tried his hand at dancing on Dancing with the Stars, but unfortunately, he was the first to get eliminated. Despite that setback, he continued his role in Cobra Kai, going from a guest appearance to a main cast member. Whether he's throwing punches or showing off his dance moves, Kove knows how to leave a mark on the screen. While you wouldn't know it by looking at him, Kove is now 72 years of age. He currently resides in Los Angeles, where he works as an actor, producer, and director. In reality, Kove's IMDb website shows a number of planned projects. But it is Kove's return as Sensei John Kreese in the hit YouTube Red series Cobra Kai that has fans of the original, The Karate Kid film most excited. Number 5. William Zabka. Zabka made his big screen debut in The Karate Kid as Johnny Lawrence, the infamous leader of Cobra Kai, the principal enemy of the film's hero Daniel LaRusso, and one of the 1980s most despised bad men. While Zabka's most renowned performance would lead to countless possibilities in television and film, he was so convincing in the role of villainous bully that he was frequently typecast as nearly the same character in the majority of his subsequent productions. However, Zabka was eventually able to shake that reputation and widen his horizons in numerous types of roles, particularly working in the indie film business in the 1990s and 2000s, of course. That doesn't mean that Zabka has completely abandoned his most iconic role over the years. He's made guest appearances as Johnny on popular programs such as How I Met Your Mother, Jimmy Kimmel, and Robot Chicken. The 52-year-old Los Angeles native has once again taken on the role of Johnny Lawrence in his current endeavor, Cobra Kai. Zabka appears and co-produces with Ralph Macchio in the famous YouTube Red reboot, which continues up on the lives of Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso 34 years after the original Karate Kid. And here's a surprise twist. Zabka was nominated for an Academy Award in 2004. Not for acting, though. He got the nod for Best Live-Action Short Film for a Czech short called Most, which he co-wrote and co-produced. Who would have guessed that the guy who played the tough karate villain would have such a diverse set of talents? Number 4. Randee Heler. Randee Heler, the actress who portrayed Daniel's mom in The Karate Kid, started her career on Broadway. But after her role in the movie, she transitioned to television, where she made quite a mark. You might have seen her popping up on shows like Who's the Boss?, Felicity, ER, Nip/Tuck, and Mad Men. In fact, her performance in Mad Men got her an Emmy nomination, which is a pretty big deal. Aside from TV, Heler has also appeared in movies. In 2017, she starred in A Crooked Somebody alongside big names like Ed Harris and Joanne Froggatt from Downton Abbey. And if you're a fan of Cobra Kai, you might have noticed her making appearances in multiple seasons of the show. So even though she started out on Broadway, Heler has found success on both the small and big screens, showcasing her talent across different mediums. Number 3. Elizabeth Shue. Back in 1984, Elizabeth Shue was the star of The Karate Kid as Ali, the girl everyone was rooting for Daniel to win over. People really liked her character, and they liked her too. Later on, in 1996, she got nominated for a really big award, Best Actress at the Oscars, for her part in Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage. After being a big deal in the 80s and 90s, Shue kept busy. She was the narrator for a movie called Tuck Everlasting in 2002, and she had a small but cool role playing herself in Hamlet 2 in 2007. She's been in a bunch of other movies too, like Battle of the Sexes 2017, Death Wish 2018, and Greyhound 2020. Oh, and she spent 4 seasons as a regular character on a show called CSI as Julie Finlay. After that, she had another role on The Boys as Madeline Stillwell. And guess what? She even popped up in an episode of Cobra Kai during its 3rd season. So she's been pretty busy over the years, making her mark in both movies and TV shows. Number 2. Pat Morita. Pat Morita made guest appearances on almost every big television show in the 1960s and 1970s before becoming everyone's favorite wise karate teacher and handyman in the Karate Kid series as Mr. Miyagi. He also played minor roles in other popular films of the era, including Thoroughly Modern Millie, 1967, Shakiest Gun in the West, 1968, and Midway, 1976. Morita regularly played characters based on his Asian ethnicity, and oftentimes the stereotypes that came along with that. Despite his lengthy resume, Morita did not become particularly well known until landing the recurring role of happy-go-lucky restaurant owner Arnold on the hit television show Happy Days from 1975 to 1983. Needless to say, The Karate Kid was Morita's strongest claim to fame, and his performance as the beloved Mr. Miyagi garnered him an Oscar nod for Best Supporting Actor. Following the success of the Karate Kid series, Morita had a moderately successful career as a television and film actor. He would also provide his well-known voice to various animated shows. Morita continued to perform until his death from kidney failure in 2005 at the age of 73. Number 1. Ralph Macchio. Besides playing Daniel LaRusso in The Karate Kid, Makio acted in some other famous movies back in the 80s like The Outsiders, 1983, and My Cousin Vinny, 1992. Later on, in the 2000s, he popped up in a bunch of TV shows, often as himself in sitcoms. One cool appearance was on How I Met Your Mother alongside another special guest. We'll talk about that soon. He also had regular roles in popular series like Ugly Betty and Psych. Oh, and did you know he did really well on Dancing with the Stars in 2011? He came in 4th place and even got some perfect scores. We can't help but wonder how he trained for that. And guess what? In 2022, Makio wrote a book about his experiences called Waxing On: The Karate Kid and Me. It's probably full of cool stories and insights about his time in the movies and TV. Makio is 56 years old, but you wouldn't know it based on his appearance. He still lives in his hometown of Long Island, New York, with his wife, Phyllis Fierro, with whom he has 2 daughters. He continues to work in numerous aspects of acting and has once again found success in the part of Daniel LaRusso in the YouTube Red series Cobra Kai. Makio stars and co-produces alongside William Zabka, Johnny Lawrence, in this popular modern-day adaptation of the original The Karate Kid. And there you have it, folks. We've journeyed through time, comparing the cast of The Karate Kid from 1984 to 2024. It's incredible to see how much has changed over the years, yet the spirit of the movie still resonates with audiences today. The Karate Kid will forever hold a special place in our hearts. Thanks for watching.